Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the Comedy Cures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. Did you ever meet someone and you knew that you were going to be fast friends right from when you met them? Like it felt like you'd known them for longer than just the minute that you met them. Well, there's a woman that I don't see very often, usually about once a year at a convention. And she had me at her opening line, which was, "Would you like some homemade chocolate?" Well, anyone that knows me knows that I love dark chocolate, and she happens to love making dark chocolate. So that just further bonded me to her. She's a pretty incredible lady. Her name is Roberta Gold, and she lives out in California, but she lists on her bio that she's an RTC and a CHP. Now, I don't know what RTC means. I can make a bunch of jokes right now, but CHP is a certified humor professional. Yes, there are titles for everything. I'll do a whole nother episode on CHPs. But the point is that she is a professional speaker and author. But the thing that got me on her resume was that she is an attitude adjustment coach. Now, I wish I had known her when I was married to my first husband, because maybe I'd still be married to my first husband if he saw Roberta Gold and had an attitude adjustment coach. Because the mediator didn't work and the marriage counselor didn't work, but maybe an attitude adjustment coach would work. Anyway, she's also an author of several books. One is The Family That Laughs Together, a quick guide to sanity when you feel like screaming. And Laughter Rocks, tips and tools to help you keep your cool and have a more positive mindset. Now, just to be fully clear, I haven't read the two books. I just know her as a really wonderful person. And I wanted to share a story with you because I didn't know about her precancerous journey. And it was quite riveting to me. And I thought that I would share it with you. But I wanted to put it in context of what her passion is and what she's known for in the universe. So it turns out that FAP runs in her family. Now, I didn't know what FAP was, and so she explained it to me, and I think it's a pretty difficult situation to describe just by the name of it. FAP is simpler, but I'm going to say what it is. Familial adenomatous polyposis. Now, I probably said it wrong, but I've never heard it before she said it. But I'm just going to say, I think that's how you say it. But we're going to go with FAP. Now, it turns out that her father had his colon and rectum removed and an ileostomy. And her brother lost his colon at 17, but they were able to keep his rectum. She's monitored by a great GI doctor and had colonoscopies every year since she was 18 because it runs in families. But in 2017, her doctor saw just too many polyps that could turn cancerous. And she went to a surgeon, had a 6-hour surgery, and they removed her colon and rectum. So she had some miracles happen and things that they did. So she had an ileostomy, but just for about 2.5 months. She survived and she had some pretty cool intestinal surgical work done. And now she says that her life is pretty much normal outside the fact that she has to go to the bathroom quite often with frequent bowel movements. But she just stakes out where the bathrooms are and she just lives her life. Now, she plays tennis, she hikes, and she does all of this with her mission to empower everyone to have a more positive outlook by seeing the humor instead of the horror in the world. So she's like a stepsister. We are related through comic perspective and through understanding that we've been through some traumatic things, but also trying to have the best life possible. So I asked her, could you give me a tip, Roberta, that I could share with you? And she actually said to me, if you know that you have to do something unpleasant or stressful, try to make yourself laugh out loud. And she said, here's a way to do it. Ah, ha, right? So she said, to get yourself laughing, say, ah, ha, aha, ah, ha, ha, ha. And she said, after you do that a couple times, you should be laughing. So she's actually telling us to just literally repeat those two words over and over again until you start yourself laughing. And you do that preemptively. You do that before you're going to walk into a stressful situation. I just want to explain that this woman went to a convention this year with a broken tibia and fibula on either side of her ankle. And she managed to make it to Arizona to the AATH conference where she became president of the organization. But most people just would have stayed home. Why? Because the doctor said, you can't fly. You just had a traumatic fall and injury hiking. She was actually helicoptered out, people. Like, this was serious. But her determination and her attitude, my friend actually went with another friend and they drove to Arizona from California so that she could co-host this conference. And I just say, she really lives her attitude. She really does. If you would like to learn more about Roberta Gold, just write to me at comedycures.org or record a note to me, and I will send you back her signature with her contact information and her books so that you can learn more about her. I just want to thank Roberta for letting me brag about her and for the inspiration that she is. If you have a really cool friend or a chemo brother or sister who inspires you to have a better attitude, let me know who it is and tell me what they do to actually help you have an attitude adjustment. I would love to know their secret. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys know this, but Beating Cancer Daily is a listener and donor-supported podcast and community. So if you have some extra change, I'd love you to go to comedycures.org and make a donation today of whatever level is comfortable for you. And it will be tax deductible to the extent allowed by law, because Comedy Cures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization founded from my chemo chair, April 1999, and we've been going strong ever since. So please consider making a donation today and help our community and this podcast thrive. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.